Hey guys, ArkhIce here, and in today's video, I'm going to be updating my tier list for top 10 of my favorite units in the game. I haven't done this since I think like a month or two after Lost Vein came out, so it's been a long time, and my list has definitely changed since then. Like it's majorly changed. All right, so yeah, for upping this, if you enjoyed today's content, make sure you subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell if you do want to get notified when I upload, you know? Now then, let's see here. Number 10, right? Number 2 on this tier list is going to be interesting, right? I know exactly who's number 10. Where is he at? There he is. Found him. Number 10 is going to be Assault Meliodas, and it's going to go from left to right here, right? On the God tier, it's left to right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you know, yeah. So Assault Meliodas is at number 10. He is, I love Amplify. Amplify is one of my favorite things in the game. I really enjoy Assault Mode's team. Enjoy the full Demon team. But he's going to be number 10. There's other units I enjoy more than him in the game. I just find him extremely fun, and I like demons. Okay? Everyone likes demons. Number 9. Number 9 is interesting, and it's going to be Chandler. I love Chandler. Chandler is a very fun counter unit, and he goes on the Assault Meliodas team. Chandler has one of my favorite cards in the game. Two of my favorite cards in the game, actually. He has a counter card that does damage, and he has a secondary card, attacking card, that, you know, disables move effects, also including ultimate moves. So I extremely love his cards. I love his kit. His passive makes it to where they do less damage and everything because their stats go down. So yeah, I just love Chandler overall as a unit. It just sucks that Assault Mode kind of got thrown out of the meta. I hope that the next Holy War Fez will legitimately actually bring it back in the meta, because I do love his team. I think his team is extremely fun. Okay, for number... was 10, 9, so 8. 8, where is she at? She should be down here. There she is. Amelia is number 8 on my list. Amelia, what she does... We're going to have these up here and everything. Oh, here we go. So what Amelia does is that she has a freeze card. She has a go with her ult deplete gauge. Passive makes it to where she gets hit twice by the same hero in one turn. She removes all debuffs and freezes that hero. And then, of course, she has Secret Technique AoE Ultimate. I like Amelia. I love the toxicity of Amelia. Freeze team is just amazing. Her, Jericho, Goddess Liz, all freeze and stun units. It's amazing. Of course, she has, you know, ult control. She can't freeze. And, of course, her passive is just insanely good. Something that a lot of people have to keep at watch for, right? Number 7. Number 7 is one that was on my list last time. I'm pretty sure they were. Where are they at? Gotta find them first. Oh, I was about to pause, but then they are. Saw them. Green Estarossa. Green Estarossa is just like Chandler, except I like his counter more. I like his commandment and passive more. His passive is extremely good going along with his commandment and also his counter, because his commandment is then whenever you use a card, right? Whenever you attack. Specifically attack, you get your attack related stats decreased. His passive makes it where if you do a stance, any form of stances, that you take debuff immunity. All forms of debuffs you're immune to. So he makes it to where, along with his counter, his attack card is just a pure damaging attack card. He just can control the field, and he doesn't get affected by his commandment most of the time. His level 3 version of his counter does a lot of damage back to them. And his ultimate is just a big extra control that gives you an extra full turn, which is really, really good. I love his ultimate, right? So that was number 7. Number 6. Where is she at? Where is she at? Found her. There she is. Miss Jericho. Jericho is the same as Amelia. I love the toxicity freeze, but I also love her secondary card. I'm also going to bring Jericho over. Her secondary card is a detonate card, single target. Because a lot of people like the ult rush, and especially when she came out, a lot of people ult rushed as well. She does a lot of damage with this card. She can do big amounts. She, of course, has the freeze card. It's slightly worse, in my opinion, than Amelia's because it freezes on rank 2 instead of rank 1. And, of course, her passive makes it to where when they take critical strike damage from a hero's skill, they get their defense-related stats decreased by 40% for 2 turns, which is an insanely good passive. Freeze card, detonate, and of course her ultimate is just spike, 2 times crit damage increase. It does insane amounts of damage, especially once you get in the higher ult levels. So yeah, Jericho is just a really, really fun unit to me. And of course the next one on the tier list was one that was right next to her, down here, Green Roxy. I adore Green Roxy's kit. Making it to where if you have a human team, she gets her attack related stats boosted, and she has just a big, pure damaging unit. Also, she's the waifu. But she does insane amounts of damage. She's really good for PvP and PvE. I use her in a variety of events. I've used her in Tower. I've used her in a variety of the demons that come back, like the Pikachu demon or the goat one. She's really fun to use in PvP, especially if you have a full human team or you're able to run her with the Luducial and Green Gother that is high ult level. So yeah, I just love this. I love the unit. She's just a big DPS unit that's also more controlled, so she doesn't hit as hard as the one Escanor does sometimes. She still can't hit that hard, but it's much more controlled, right? The next unit on the list is a unit that came out recently in Global. It should be at the bottom of this tier list, right here. I adore Festival Pun. Festival Pun's team is my favorite team in the game right now. I use Fezbon, Arthur, the one Escanor, and then Twig on the back. I will be switching the one Escanor for either Roxy or Grimoire soon, because I just don't have either of them. Not Roxy. Easton. Red Easton leveled up. I don't have neither of them leveled up at all. Grimoire's level 80. I think either he's level 70, he's one of the two. I just haven't leveled them up all the way up yet. I need to about actually perform them on the team. And with I don't have pendants. It's like the big it's the big video rant the other day when it was SA coins. I'm out of pendants and I don't have a reliable way to get them because I also have bad RNG and Force Soldiers overall. So yeah, Bond's kit. I love Bond's kit. It's based all off his HP. HP and crit damage is the main way he does his damage. The more HP he has, the more damage he does. You know, it's AoE. Yeah, we already know what Bond does. I don't really need to explain much. Bond is just an insanely fun unit for me. The next 3 units are my top 3 favorite units in the game currently. And sitting at the number 3 slot, Blue Derriere. I love Blue Derriere. Derriere is my waifu. She is my favorite character in all of Seven Deadly Sins. I quite literally, I have all of her costumes. I think there's only like one piece I don't have fully maxed yet. That's also because I haven't been doing a lot of Grey Demons lately. I've been grinding Belmos instead. I have her equipment all maxed except for like 0.4% on her defense pieces. And of course, all my Derrieres are level 90 except for the green one, who's level 80 right now. So yeah, I love Derriere as a character and a unit. She is an amazing unit, amazing character, amazing waifu. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is also a very big waifu of mine and also my favorite character from the specific series. Rim. I love Rim. I have a statue of Rim actually sitting behind me on my statue shelf. She's one of the statues from that are not Dragon Ball that I actually own. I love Rim. She's my waifu from ReZero. I find her character amazing. I find she has, of course, Amplify. Amplify is, of course, my favorite card effect in the game. She has a way to give herself several buffs. Her ultimate, I just love it. I love her animations. I use her in Crimson Demon. Yeah, there's not much to be said about her. She's just an amazing unit that I wish could actually be meta. Sadly, even when she released, she was not meta. She was just a fun side unit to use. The other reserve units were the meta units, right? For the number one spot is still for my favorite actual overall team in the game that is not meta. And if I could use it efficiently in PvP, I would. Was my favorite team in the game that I used for several months at a time when it was out. Also, still holds the number one spot in my heart for my number one favorite unit in this game, and will stay that way for a while, and has been that way. Right? I gotta find him up in here real fast. That took me a minute. Here he is, right here. Blue Gallant. When he released, I pulled him in, I think, 200 gems, and I pulled Red Gotha right after him in 200 gems after him. And I ran him, I ran Gotha, I ran Arthur. It was basically Red Escanor meta, but it was with that instead of Red Escanor's Blue Gallant. I used Blue Gallant for like 3 to 4 months. I enjoyed Blue Gallant. He's he's still my favorite unit in the game. He's my favorite team in the game still. I just don't use him because I can't really use a meta team. But my favorite meta team, of course, is Bond. He has Amplify. He is I think it's a bleed card on the Blue Gallant. Yeah, as correct. It's a bleed card. I also use Red Gallant. He has a passive that is the Gallant game. It randomly one enemy gets targeted with a great debuff, and they cannot activate debuffs when using skills, and may only attack Gallant. It does not apply in deathmatch, only applies in PV or PvP that's not deathmatch, right? His commandment petrifies who ranks up, which, yes, it seems like, you know, using Gotha is counterproductive, but here's the thing. You use Gotha, use his rank up whenever you need it, and you're going to actually basically used it when it's the most possible to be used, right? So like necessarily like whenever I rush ult and everything, right? Because his ult gives you buffs and everything. I would, you know, buff myself with different buffs, and I make sure I rank up his amplifies, just attack and kill, because he did massive amounts of damage when he had multiple buffs, and he gives himself multiple buffs in a high amount percentage, 50% basic stats. It's basically Assault Mode's ultimate, but instead of AoE, it's single target. I love Blue Gallant. I love his entire kit. I just wish he was more usable, I should say, in PvP. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was my top 10 tier list. I will see you guys next video. Bye bye.